Hello, welcome back. Last month I've actually went on a holiday again, a holiday, down under. That's right, down under. 3 years ago I actually been to Brisbane, so I kind of got the gist of how things are like in Australia anyway. Um, but that was 3 years ago, Brisbane, Queensland. It's obviously different compared to it's definitely a different destination. That's what I'm saying. The holiday that I've taken last month, I went to, right. So yes, point of the matter is that I've been to Sydney. That's right. Last month I went on a holiday to Sydney, Australia, New South Wales. That's right. I don't know why I would want to. I don't know why I'm specifying the state when I think you know what state it is if you do a simple search, or maybe you already know about it. But yeah, I went to Sydney last month in July. It was from it's largely in the middle of July that I went, so it was rather compared to Brisbane, of course. I'll make this like the final comparison. Because Brisbane we went in March, so the weather hasn't started to cool down just yet, but it is starting to kind of go into like the Australian autumn, because down under, geographically, obviously, they are when all of us up here is in the summer, they are experiencing winter. So I think you know that. So so again, point is the in March, Australia hasn't, or at least in Brisbane, I would say, it hasn't cooled down just yet. So March was still kind of hot, but yeah, really really hot actually. It really hot is actually it is really hot. 37 degrees was our highest we ever reached, right? Which we also reached before, but very rare, very rare to reach 37 here in Singapore. But it was highest we experienced was 37 in Brisbane. But that's again not the point. But regardless, from that weather going into winter here in Sydney, which again winter in July, pretty interesting, right? Because usually it's summer, right? Usually I go holidays is end of the year, so then you're pretty used to going end of the year. You just know instinctively, end of the year. Oh, it's winter, right? Winter season, right? Because we always go to like the north kind of countries and whatnot. They always have winter, right? But nowadays you go like Australia, then yes, July would be winter. So yeah. So yeah. So again, I'm just gonna briefly talk about it because these days I don't really have time to go and like edit in pictures and whatnot. Just we can all use our imagination and just figure out what I'm trying to say here. So just that's the idea. But I think, you'll probably get the gist of it. But regardless, this Sydney trip was really amazing. First day I touched down, it was quite cold actually, because it started. In fact, we touched down and it was already raining, and so the temperatures already dipped to like close to 10, right? In the day, it's like really low 10, right? In the day, in Sydney city center, by the way. So yeah, so it was quite a cooling day, so we really, it was really good weather to actually just like explore. Problem is, it just kept raining the whole day on the first day. And we landed about 7 a.m. Well, actually it was meant to be 6, but anyway, 7, whatever. um we landed about we came out of the airport about 7 a.m. already. So 7 a.m. Diddle daddled a little bit. There was a bit of problems with my connection here and there, but the internet connection for a little bit. It's slight problems we had to fix a little bit, so that kind of delayed a bit. But nonetheless, we made our journey to our hotel, uh, to the hotel, and uh, yeah, and then what took place was that we had breakfast after. But yeah, and it was really good actually having breakfast while it was still raining outside. It's a really really nice weather to have a nice breakfast, and of course, to touch, it's like a breakfast after you land, and it's really perfect actually. Whatever this trip that we planned out, made sure that we land and then we have a nice breakfast, right? Of course, breakfast on the plane is kind of like, but hey, but some airlines, of course. I wouldn't state what airline I fucking flew with, but at least some do have a very good breakfast that they provide. It's pretty good, but still, it's still better to have breakfast on the ground. A very nice, authentic breakfast, actually. Airplane food can sometimes be a little bit, but you make do, right? But nonetheless, I had a really good big breakfast, actually. It's called the Big Breakfast or the Big Brekkie, I guess you can call that. And it was raining outside, and like we're next to the window. It's really cool, really really nice weather. So yeah, so that was the breakfast experience, and then afterwards, yeah, actually, pretty much this trip has been like again, most of it is actually we've been out of Sydney Center, Sydney City Center. We spent only the first 2 days, and then the last 2 days also in the city. Although even the last 2 days were more like we're in the suburbs, but still within like the city, bigger area, main Sydney area, but not in the city center. It's in the suburbs. Um, so yeah, again, so we spent 2 days in Sydney, uh, first 2 days, and then the next like several days, we rented a camper van. We, by the way, I'm referring to me and my dad. We rented a camper van, and we went on this journey to go up the Blue Mountains. That's right, the Blue Mountains. We went to reserve caravan parks and whatnot. Caravan parks here, caravan parks there. One at Blackheath, one at next to a lake, and one really really far up, above Lithgow, all the way up, deep up New South Wales, somewhere in, I think it's called it's like Lake Windermere. I think that's what it's called. One up there as well. So yeah, so we rented a few of these parks to caravan parks. I mean, to of course spend the night over there in our camper van, sleep in the camper van. So of course that's the case. It's a really nice experience, actually. Right, going to Blue Mountains. It's been a very long time since we had this camper van experience. Last time I had one was like when I was like a small little child, right? Matter of fact, I don't think no, I have actually, and that was, I think, in Perth, if I'm not wrong. So I did visit Australia before Brisbane, actually, but again, that was really really very long time ago. So but yeah, I mean, still, it's pretty exciting stuff with camper van trips that we made, and a lot of it, is quite there's a lot of scenery, and is so all somehow pretty rare. It's very rare to see really just like plain grasslands. It's kind of like Microsoft. It's kind of like the Microsoft Windows wallpapers back in the days. You have those like plain hills, just cows, and the cows in the background, sheeps as well. Occasionally alpacas. So alpacas, goats as well, which I know it sounds like the common animals, but here in Xinjiapur you don't really get, clearly not, unless you go to a purpose farm or something. Then yes, maybe you have cows. I think we may have cows. We gotta go really outskirt, like Lim Chu Kang or something. I think they probably have cows, right? So yeah, pretty much camper van trip. We went, and yeah, we explored a lot. I mean, actually, there's not like a lot, but regardless, the experience was pretty fun. It's pretty laid back. We had our own little sort of camping, so-called camping experience, barbecue a little bit, barbecue at our camper van. Put up the awning. It's pretty fun. Though it's not fun if it's not fun when we kind of broke it. Luckily, we didn't break it per se. It's kind of there were some steps we missed, but it still works. So again, we filed a little report and said, okay, the awning needs repair. But we did make some adjustments. I mean, we did like a temporary fix by going to a repair workshop rather. And yeah, the people there were really kind as well. Up in Mudgee, so they're really good. Yeah, so that's pretty much the trip. The camper van part of the trip as well. I went to like the some botanic garden in Blue Mountains. That's like really amazing too. So big ups for that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So, yeah, and pretty much, I mean that's pretty much kind of like the trip as well. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like the camper van part, which is the most part of the trip, is it's pretty exciting to look forward to every day. It's just you look at sheeps and goats and whatnot, and so many things along the way that's just very much not city like, very much not crowded. It is very relaxed, very awesome out there. I even went to this I just remembered, yes, we visited this railway, right? This very old railway. It's called the Zigzag Railway, and it went to like a top point in the mountain, and it went to the bottom point of the mountain as well. It's kind of like, I think, if more, it was like the old tracks for the in Blue Mountains, right? It's one of the old railway tracks in Blue Mountains, which they stopped using it on a regular basis, but it is used for us tourists and visitors alike to go and check it out and explore a nice train journey. It's pretty like old train they use as well, so yeah, it's really nice actually. If I'll share some pictures on Instagram. If you guys would like to go and check it out, I will go and put up a post after this. I think it should be up by the time this video goes up. So, so yeah, you can go and check out the Instagram post that I will probably put out. There will be some images to kind of for you to get a better, clear gist of what I've been sort of talking about here. So, yeah, but nonetheless, the trip was quite great. Quite a good experience. With especially the camper van trip, and really really liked it. And yeah, so I don't know how else to say, but I only through pictures and images will you be able to see the tranquility and nice weather from all this. Matter of fact, Blue Mountains is way colder for sure. So yeah. And speaking of cold, I mean, there was this one night actually. We woke up in the camper. The first night with the camper van. Holy shit! We woke up supremely fucking cold. We were wondering why it's so cold. I mean, one factor, yes, could be possibly because it's like feels like -4 degrees. It was 2 degrees, but it felt like -4 degrees. But that could be the thing. But then we realized there's something like we left like the on top the mini sunroof. I don't know if you would call that a sunroof. It's a mini sunroof. So yeah, that allows like the natural air to come in as well, ventilation, whatnot, right? Yeah. But anyway, that's pretty much the gist of it, of this trip that I made, that I went on in Sydney. It's a pretty good experience. Just maybe not the city part. I mean, the city part works too. I love it too. I like the subway, the metro, and the train network basically. I also like to have to ride on that, so it's pretty good. But yeah, regardless, I mean, if you have potentially any sort of questions about this trip that I did or something, I'd be willing to entertain in comments. It'll be pretty fun. So great. Or any recommendations of places in Sydney, maybe I might revisit in time to come. I don't know, but well, either way, thank you very much for watching. I think it's been uh, quite a long explanation here, but thank you. I'll see you in the next video.